We used her as eyeshadow for the next month's performances. We put them in the pepper shaker for the popcorn we sold in the aisles. And some nights, Louis,
come to me, Francis.
I put a pinch of them in my fist before I closed my coffin at night. I would spit in them, and I'd use her hot, wet ashes to pleasure myself.
Come to me, Francis.
It's Santiago to you, you firebug bugger!
Nah, that's the Spaniard's name you took. Took it to forget who you were.
Get his
Francis
ass.
took it to...
I mean, a beheaded. I was expecting a little more. I ain't gonna lie.
It was cute though. I love
It
the
was
back
cute.
and forth.
Yeah.
Very West Side Story. I love the music. It was so good.
Say that shit about Claudia to my face.
Ooh.
Okay, that was the cherry.
That was
on
cute.
top.
Hold on,
That was a
hey.
cherry. That was a cherry.
And the newspaper you asked for this morning, Mr. Malloy.
Whatever pale proxy of me,
Ooh, not pale.
be
Ow.
with him. I wanted you to know that.
Dig that knife deeper.
Ooh. Us colors gonna be over here together. That's what so terrible.
At the end of the day, I will
Enjoy.
always choose black over you, baby. Claudia, Armand.
Let's see how long it holds.
So he basically picked Armand out of spite.
Yeah.
An odd phrase.
Save you? Lestat did!
Keep the camera off, Daniel.
He just took credit for it
Armand's
when the
gonna lash
opportunity
out.
presented itself. And you wasted everyone who could have told
Get
you
him,
differently.
Armand, girl.
77 years
Get him up,
based
girl.
on a seismic lie.
It's a forgery, Louis.
It's from the Talamasca. Sam was their guy in Paris. He gave it to them. They gave it to me here.
Sam was with the Talamasca.
Armand, we got to kill him. Cry,
What?
gaslight, murder.
What's
That's
wrong
it.
with you?
That's what's gonna happen. Armand is toxic.
And that year's King Garage, who went by the name Sebastian Melmoth. Now, history's gonna have him go down a little something different. A Monsieur Lysander Lioncourt.
Who?
So-called Frenchman.
Lysandra?
So-called
Lysandra.
industrial machinery.
Lysandra?
Now tell me.
Need about 50 more years of practice. Siri, pause.
Bitch,
I was not expecting Siri, bitch. I
Not-
gotta remember they back to.
I know.
I was literally, my first instinct was, who's Siri?
Did you hurt yourself?
Oh,
I was lost.
Man, don't be doing this to
I was in a
me.
dark way. Here. I was thinking about
I can't get her out of my mind. You have the same problem. I can't, Louis. I can't.
Hey, it's not on you. You hear me? I carried her home. I made you turn her. Could have saved her from the fire. So a half century later, she
looked at me at the end like a child, looking to her father. But I was new.
oh my gosh, this is so. Why? I hate y'all. Ugh.
I'm so conflicted.
You, Leonard,
trying to go viral with your
There we go.
dinky
Are those
little
acrylic?
provincial news desk. Yeah, I did interview an actual vampire. Oh, here's the camera. I interviewed an actual actually two vampires, a species that's lived
Are those
among us
vampire
for
nails?
centuries,
set?
and it's supported by a mountain of
No, they're
historical
not. They're not sharp
documentation.
enough. Girl,
You
I was
took
about
a
to say,
noble
now he
career.
got
You didn't even
turned.
read it.
Put it in the shroud.
Didn't read the book.
You were one of our finest, and now you're a Bigfoot
No.
hunter
Hey
chasing
man,
Jesus's bloodline.
I've sold millions of these books, more than Johnny
Nails for vampire
Grisham
nails.
or Prince Harry and the
These
Prisoner
are
of Santa
vampire
Barbara.
nails.
They're
It's a
opaque.
great read, and you're a hack.
And he got to go
What
with
a
glasses
delight.
on.
Thanks so much for being here, Daniel Malloy. Can't wait to read the book.
I
Daniel
love
is so
Daniel.
serious. I love
Amazing season down the drain.
amazing. Oh my God.
God bless the showrunners. God bless the people that wrote the script, the actors and actresses. Okay.
Yes.
And bless the minds of these feeble ass people on these committees that are handing out awards.
Because if they
Lord,
don't, I'm gonna pull up.
speak favor upon their discernment. Okay. Let the fledglings of the world rise up and vote, because this shit cannot go unappreciated.
You better not play in my face. I heard something about a rule of like it's like got to be 2 years or something like that. It was something about like they couldn't get it the first year, so they were saying, because I heard somebody saying something like Delaney wouldn't be able to be up this year, but Sam would, and like Jacob would, because it's something about a rule of like some with the Emmys especially. So I don't know. We'll see. Because if they don't show up this year,
girl,
the laying of hands is gonna be of a different type.
I've never written a letter to any studio for any reason whatsoever.
Right.
I will be if we get disrespected again. Okay.
They better not play in our face. I'm having a meeting for all the apologists over here in this building with a lot of wood. We're not afraid. We got a cautious blood in us. Okay.
Who is us?
Armand, I'm still his defense lawyer.
That's okay. Yeah, go make sure you show up to that meeting on time, front and center. Okay.
I'm gonna be there. I mean, I'm really a Lestat girly,
This
but
season
really
one,
Lestat girly stand up. This was so good.
What you mean
Am I
that this
eligible
season
for
won't?
too?
Can they do last season? Can they go
Why
back?
are they eligible? Like, what's the rule? They would have premiered a few weeks earlier. They would have been eligible.
I hate those semantics, bitch. The show is airing now. Y'all have watched it. You've seen it. Just put it in the categories.
It's a few people in here. It's not just me. I'm not Delulu. And so I see, here you go. Armand Defender.
I love that he's insane.
Okay. Well, I don't even know where to start. Oh my God. I just want to kick my feet. I want to just like lay on my bed on my phone and just be on Twitter and just kick my feet and giggle. Like that was so good.
It's over.
But it was such a good, satisfying season finale.
Yeah, definitely
So satisfying.
I was really like, I didn't know if I wanted Carnage the whole episode, but I'm happy we got the amounts that we got. Like I feel like they did good with the time they had to give us all these story beats.
Yeah, it's so good. We should do an award for we'll do that.
Yeah, let's do that actually.
Yeah, because we're gonna eat.
Let's do that.
Because you know it's
let's come up with some cute ass categories and let's do it.
It's gonna be petty.
We should do like 5 each.
5 each, okay.
Like you come up with
We gotta
5.
get the audience to vote. I'm gonna have to put a poll up on my page. I could do a community poll.
Let's
but
do
y'all
a
better
whole.
Y'all better not sway the votes. Unfairly.
What you mean?
Unfairly, okay.
How? Each individual person get on there and vote. How are they gonna sway it? You saying sway in case your niggas don't get the shine that they should, huh?
I know Louis better not. Okay, we gonna do it. The Vampies. There we go.
The Vampies.
There's a special episode next week. Okay. The Stat Girlies did one. We're eating. The Stat Girlies are.
Yeah, and maybe that's what we can start there. I mean, even though it's at the end, I have to praise the methodical way that they puppeted me this whole season.
They had their
Like
hand up their ass, huh?
they really did. Like the way they just guided me through my emotions, making me hate X, Y, and Z, leaving out information just to bring it back up at the end to once again sway me right before. Because that's the thing, I do not want Louis and Lestat together. Like y'all was saying, growth, and I do agree with you. There's some growth there, 100%, but it's not the growth that I wanted to see. I wanted to see him.
Think they're together.
I hope not. That I'm hoping that's why they didn't kiss at that last, because they like their heads was like close, they broke apart, and then they hugged again.
But in present day, he wasn't
happy
with them, even in Dubai. I mean, I didn't see Lestat in present day Dubai, so I don't know if they got together.
I mean, this is present day, right? Like when he
but he was in Dubai after that. It seems like I'm assuming that last Dubai scene we got was after New Orleans. Like he just went to New Orleans for
and then came back.
And then came back. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he said, when I come back, you better be gone. And he was.
Yeah. I didn't think he meant to New Orleans, but apparently he went to New Orleans. So yeah.
So you think that could be just like him going, making amends, saying thank you, and that's it?
Yeah.
I'm hoping so. That would be growth for me. That would definitely be growth for me. Because he said the words. He's like, I finally, like, I'm enough for me.
Yeah. It seems like he's in his like self-love era.
Yeah, they really put their foot in showing the extended version of Claudia's turning, because that is the only thing I want to say that's the only thing that gives me some form of okay. Yeah, they're forgiving each other for their horrible transgressions, right?
Yeah.
Like he truly
all
put that blame.
Basically, like
hello, like I really I'm glad I didn't go back and fully watch season 1, because now I have to with this context now. Like you really sat there and put this man through the ringer like he was just the end all be all when it comes to like the reason Claudia was like fucked up and everything. When no, nigga, it was you. You really sat there, and that's the thing too. Like he tried to turn her, didn't successfully turn her, then dragged her body across the room by one hand.
TikTok was talking about that. I posted one, and they were like, "What did y'all think about that?" I don't know if we explicitly talked about it, but it just was like really gruesome. Like
it was really like
on the bottom, on the floor like that.
Like you could like that whole time that wasn't no 1 minute scene. Like you could have been took her ass, like she said, to a hospital, got her some help, and she would have been on her merry way. But you just had to heal that little wound.
But you could just see that it was never about her. Just the way he was pulling her, how he didn't even look at her, like
and she clocked it.
It was never about her. So he's going on his self-love era. Lestat's going on tour, right? And like I've seen Queen of the Dam, don't really remember all of the specifics or what the point of it was, but I do remember Rockstar Lestat.
Oh, I'm watching Queen of the Damned. Actually,
we should.
I was about to say we should watch Queen of the Damned over Interview the Vampire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for it. Like, I would love to watch Queen of the Dam because I haven't watched it in a long time.
And I've never had, even though in the past I've probably seen Interview with the Vampire twice, very far apart from each other. So like seeing it twice does not mean I remember it like that. So Queen of the Damned, I never had this connection with Lestat. You know what I mean? Like I was never like in love.
And I mean, the Queen of the Dam Lestat for the in that movie was not.
Because he was like a little bit of a brat, right?
He looked bratty,
like a little rock star brat.
He was rock star. He was a brunette. I feel like he was a brunette. Was he a brunette, y'all?
Something tells me he was still blonde. I could be lying.
I feel like he had short hair and he was a brunette. I think the guy who played him was definitely brunette.
Queen of the Damned is nothing but lies.
Yeah, the movie
Interview the Vampire is way better. Aaliyah was the only thing good about it. Damn,
yeah,
y'all
was the only thing that was good about it.
That might be true because a lot of me standing for Queen of the Damned is literally every scene of Aaliyah walking.
Just like
walking and giving looks.
Yeah, Stuart Townsend, who is a brunette, is definitely Lestat, and he was.
Lestat he did have none but bitches around in that movie.
Yeah. He said awful. The music, it had good music, and Aaliyah was great. He's called the Brat Prince in books. Chat hates Queen of the Dam. We gonna watch it though, because we can roast it if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, we were gonna watch Interview with the Vampire, and we can slide in Queen of the Dam maybe afterwards.
Yeah, we're gonna do that first, and then because they're in order, so we'll do that kind of. Is that? But Queen of the Dam is after Vampire Lestat, so we know season 3 is gonna be Vampire Lestat, which I'm so excited about.
I am too now. Now that I've gotten this more of a broader picture. And now that they've like really, I feel like put a bow on this section, I do believe the things that are on our screen now. What they've shown me, I can say at this moment that I believe is reality. So
yeah,
they definitely hurt each other, like they said in the inside the episode. You know, they really hurt each other in vile ways, and they made amends, which I do.
I like that.
Without that background information, I would not have been here for the scene at all.
Really?
At all.
Yeah, I want them together. I'm definitely team Loustat. Like ultimately, I just think I don't know. I don't know. I might be swayed by Jacob and Sam's chemistry because
I feel like you are.
because they have so much chemistry. Like when they're on the screen together,
Undeniable.
like I mean, Jacob is great. He has good chemistry with most people that he shares screen time with,
But not
it's
like
just
Lestat.
something about it's
Not even
about
Claudia.
him and Sam, not even
Yeah.
Claudia. Like when they get on the screen, it just feels like they should be together. I don't know. So I don't want them to be. I want a slow burn. Like I don't know if that's the end game, but if it's not, then I'm also okay with it because I just know wherever it goes, it'll be great. But if end game was Loustat, like I would definitely be pro.
Let me tell you what I need. I need a full 2 seasons of them respecting each other's boundaries.
Okay, I think they could do that now.
I need a good 2
movie-
seasons without any kissing, no float fucking. I want to see 2 solid seasons of respecting each other's boundaries, and then I can accept them being together again.
I think that's a logical ask. I have one more ask of future seasons. I need more naked men's.
I do too.
The lack of smut this season
Was the only egregious thing about this season
the
at
only
the end.
egregious thing that I have. So yes, we didn't even. That's what I'm saying. I just feel like okay, so we have talked about do we want them together, but yeah, let's talk about that. I think somebody said that they kind of changed some of it because of the time slot changing on AMC. Like they came on at the earlier time.
So they was like, let's cut
So they
the
were
cheeks.
just like, let's cut it a little bit. I mean, I just feel like y'all was so ready to show nipples last season. I just feel like I'm about to write a letter and say that it's homophobic. I know it's not, but I just feel like that's the only thing I can do to push them to show us more. Like I needed more aside. Like I wanted to see Louis. I mean, I know they have no chemistry, but even like an awkward ass love scene would have been great in present day. Like when they were in that room arguing, just like even showing a scene of them having like no chemistry and it being forced and like I don't even care, like just something. I feel like we could have got something just to add to it. Something. I needed some man titties.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, you're
like
right. There wasn't even a nipple.
Right.
Wasn't Lestat in like a t-shirt in his little boxes laying on that bed with his little cheeks?
Jacob was.
Jacob.
When he was with Armand, they was laying on the bed. He had the boxes on, but I just needed more nipples. Like I just feel like I didn't get enough nipple action this season. I don't know. Am I being like weird? I just feel like some hand holding at least. Like I just didn't feel like there was nice Lestat cleavage today. A little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
I mean, even we were robbed, which is what TikTok has mostly said when I posted the face down in the coffin scene. TikTok is like, we were robbed. And we definitely were. I could at least got a little bit more make out. I wanted to see him thrown in the coffin, something. Like, just a little bit. I'm not asking for HBO level. I'm not asking for Sir Christian Cole and Allison level.
Girl, that was lukewarm mayonnaise anyway. Let's not compare Allison, and he was down there munching on carpet, and that was about it.
I know, but I'm just saying, we need a Loustat kiss next season. I just want Jacob to kiss everybody on scene. He's just a beautiful man. We need him kissing everybody. Just little Love Island kissing game. Like that's all
actually, as much as I love swooning over them, especially in season 1. Like if y'all was with us watching those videos, you saw how deep I was in Louis and Lestat. It's just so much has transpired, so much got lost in communication. Although yes, a lot of stuff got revealed, and I feel like they're kind of even now to an extent. But I don't know. Oh no, I'm not there. I'm not fully there yet. It wasn't enough for me. I want
Enough what?
Louis to really find himself truly,
Yeah.
and I want to see evidence of it. I don't want to just see a conversation. I don't want to just see him squaring up with every vampire in Dubai.
Yeah.
I want him to go on a
Exactly.
journey just a
Yeah.
little bit longer, and then
And I think that's what's
it's
I can
our
see that
moment.
happening because Louis always been kind of just like, you know, I think he will. I definitely don't see it being like them getting back together immediately. This just doesn't feel like that type of story. It feels like an epic saga of love and like all of that stuff. So I just don't see them getting back together immediately. I definitely feel like it's gonna go more the way you want it to go.
We got 4 more seasons at least.
Yeah.
Like they've been greenlit up to season 6, if for what I heard was correct. So we got plenty of time. And I mean, I definitely can't sit here and say that Loustat can't get me, right? Like I wasn't expecting me to feel this way the last 5 minutes about Lestat until he had that scene about Claudia talking about looking at me. And I also...
Yeah, how did you feel about the admission that he felt like that it was really sticking with him all that time?
If at first it made me want to spit.
Oh, wow.
At first. Like millisecond at first, but then as I see him like really breaking down and really consoling, then like putting the pieces of Armand was the one that led the play. Lestat, that was another, even though it was literally 2 seconds, I needed to see Lestat disgusted during that rehearsal.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That was another thing that I needed to see.
They gave you what you needed. Like him being kind of but that whole thing was still weird of like, I guess we don't have Armand's point of view there, maybe. And
I don't need it. Lord, do not give me a season of Armand.
I'm just saying, like, why was he moving weird? I just wanted some explanation of like him being controlled. Like, what was that, to what extent, and why? Because he was able to save Louis. So, I just kind of would have like some more insight into what was going on with him. But I feel like, knowing how they work now, like, I feel like we're gonna get that later. So it's going to be a payoff. We still need Smut. Yeah, we need Smut.
I want it to be laid out in black and white for me, though, that Lestat was a captive of this player for some reason. I need to know what blackmail they had on him, how they got him incorporated.
What I want to know.
Because,
but I guess we're going to find it out with the vampire Lestat. We'll figure it out.
That's true. And I'm hoping it's something I can really digest and be okay with, because for me, that's still the little specks of gray.
You came across the ocean to come do a play to kill your daughter, like Louis said. Like,
right,
bitch, what's the tea?
What for? Like, did you come because this is truly what you wanted, and maybe during the rehearsals reneged?
Right.
Were you being forced to the entire time, and you did what you could for at least Lestat? Like, you didn't have the brain power to do it twice, or you didn't think it was going to be effective? Like, I need a little bit more information. So yes, season 3. Bring that ass. Please don't make me wait 2 years.
Oh,
please don't make me wait 2 years.
I'm hoping so. I'm looking forward to seeing his side of everything. I hope we get all of it. I hope we get, just like we got some playback of scenes this season, which is really smart, because we don't have to get it all next season. It's not like piling it up. But I know they're gonna find really creative ways to show us things that we didn't see, and like kind of how it was for him. So I'm just excited. I'm excited we finally got to meet the real Lestat. I mean, even though maybe he wasn't the real Lestat, I mean, he was definitely a dusty, what they call a Dustat. Dustat, yeah. So I'm excited to see him on his second win. Like doing his thing, and post forgiveness, post grieving, and seeing what he does with himself next. Like, I'm very excited about that.
You know how we say, like, in those moments where Louis is unhinged or when he's angry, like, that's the real Louis?
Yeah.
I feel like the balcony scene, this scene at the end, this is the real snippets. This is the real Lestat. That's what I want to believe, and what I'm going to choose to believe until I see otherwise.
So you think the balcony, like that moment where he kind of was like emotional,
because that's what he craves. I feel like his whole eternity, that's what he craves, that relationship, that fulfillment with somebody like Louis. And in those moments, I feel like that's the happiest we've ever really seen him, or the most vulnerable and real. Like, I can't look at him. I would be.
Lestat cries a lot in season 3.
I would be so disgusted. Isn't even the word. I just can't think of another word outside, like, more than it. But I would be so more than disgusted if I found out Lestat was not that person. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
to really use Claudia looking at him or whatever as manipulation or something like that.
No,
I couldn't return after that.
I think it's kind of like Louis in the sense of like we've seen a lot of Louis, but we've seen snippets of the real Louis because we've seen like 3 or 4 Louis. But one of those is
5 or 6.
5 or 6, right? At this point, because that was crazy. But some of the Louis are definitely closer to who I think is the real Louis. You're right. I think we've seen that with Lestat, even from different people's point of view. I think we've also seen some snippets of the real him. Every time I think about him weeping like that I heard your hearts dancing, I feel like that was him.
Oh my God, beautiful
like,
cinema.
Yeah, I feel like that was him all the time. Like anytime he's just sitting around weeping, just being like, I just feel like most of the time that's really him.
I heard your hearts dancing.
I heard your heart, and they actually showed a flash of that this episode. So that was great. What do we think about Crazy Louis?
It's always entertaining. It's always gonna get a chuckle out of me because he says some of the wildest stuff in the wildest ways when he's unhinged.
It was amazing.
It was
Jacob
really good.
Really shown a lot of range. Maybe
cornucopia of range.
Who do you feel like has had to show the most range so far? I feel like it's Jacob.
In this show?
Yeah.
100% Jacob.
Yeah.
Like Lestat.
Meow.
Like and Lestat's on the back end. Louis front and foremost when you think of growth, like in a character, like just going and hitting every fucking point when it comes to the range of emotion a person can experience. You know what I mean? Like he's done it all in 2 seasons and done it all beautifully.
Very well.
Like
we always
so
talk
good.
about Sam as well. Like I think Sam is close. I think once we have the story from his point of view, he'll also have spanned a wider range of emotions. But some of the stuff like Louis has gone completely like from numb, from we can vacation in the Maldives, and then like Psycho Paul 2.0. Like we've just seen like murderous
dominating daddy
Lou. Like we have seen
submissive. Like looking at him with Lestat and looking at him where Armand is crazy. Like I would love to like imagine those situations reversed. I would love to see him how he is with Armand with Lestat and see how Lestat responds. You know?
You mean? Like see,
like when like the way he just like commands Armand around and like I want you face down, read this book to me in a coffin with your ass up. Like I want to hear him talk to Lestat, and I really am interested in seeing how Lestat will respond to that.
What's about this episode? It was
I got my wish.
What was your wish?
Vampire Daniel. Old Vampire Daniel.
Yes.
Y'all wasn't gonna take that from me.
I'm so excited about that. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt. I'm glad he didn't get killed because I would have been so hurt. Like I definitely don't think I would have had a visceral response to it, but I do feel like a part of me, if they killed Daniel in a gruesome way, I might have had to put the show down. Like
y'all can't keep fucking with me like this.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want to believe it that I would do that, but knowing me, I feel like I would do that. Like,
and I like notice I've mentioned Vampire Daniel turned 3 times now, and y'all are the ones bringing up Armand. In my mind, it was an immaculate conception of a vampirism.
You know, Armand.
Girl, fuck him. He gets no points.
Why do you think Armand did it?
Talk about I don't know he did. I don't know he did.
Armand is definitely his
maker. I can't speak on something
confirmed.
I don't know. I can't speak on something I don't know.
He's like, have you seen my maker?
Yeah, but he didn't say no name.
And Daniel being the only flagellant he ever made is crazy.
Armand? Crazy. But we don't know if he changed.
So why you think Armand did it?
I mean, he lasted 77 years trying to make amends for something that Louis didn't even fully know all the pieces to. So once again, it would not surprise me if this personality trait repeated and he's still trying to make amends. And he knows that Louis has an attachment to Daniel. He knows he can't do anything to Daniel or Louis is gone forever. So he probably just did it and forgive me. Because he's forever begging, eternally begging.
Some people say maybe he loves him. Maybe I don't think. What is love to Armand? First of all, we got to establish what that means. Because what does it mean? What does it mean to love someone when you're Armand? I'm not buying that. I think he did it to spite I think he did it despite Louis. I mean, a lot of what I've seen from Armand is just you doing all this stuff because of Lestat, who left forever ago. So why wouldn't he do the same for Louis? If him and Louis were together all this time, I could just believe him changing Daniel to spite Louis.
Yeah. Somebody said you're gonna be enduring my bullshit forever. I would be so pissed if I've been spending my whole life begging to be turned into a vampire and Armand was the one to do it. Girl,
beg too?
Self-immolation.
You could have turned me in that hotel when I was still young.
Hello, that too. Like I should have been exposed your shit.
Right.
That's all I had to do. Nah.
And that was him showing him that he's not his daddy anymore. He did say you aren't to touch him. So is that kind of like I touched him? I didn't hurt him. Like kind of like he trying to book him. So I don't know.
He seems happy with it. I like how they described, or I don't know if it was the chat or if it was inside the episode where they said he's more like a little brother to him now, which is so cute because it's such a paradox too, because Daniel looks older than Louis, but Louis is older than Daniel. And now he'll forever look older than him, but he's like, read my book.
I'm gonna have to make a t-shirt. We're gonna have to do some art. Like I need some chibi Daniel and like Louis, like Daniel just getting on his nerves.
Get your girl on it.
Don't make me turn this car around. Don't make me turn this car around. Energy. Like
I need that.
I need a t-shirt.
The same way, even though them shirts you made them like even though it feels like real girl gym workout, I'm about to get because those chibi gojo.
Well, I have some that just say like, "Do you lift?" Because I have some that instead of Pilates girlies, one says like, "Do you lift?" One says, "Are you a gym rat?" So I have like some gender neutral ones.
I'm getting those, and I need you to add Chibi Daniel to the mix. I will rock that t-shirt to the end.
That'll be so cute. No, I want that. Louis finally has a friend, so we get fed next season. Oh, we get fed every season.
Ooh, I want to see Daniel battle. I want to see Daniel use his smarts. Oh my god, I can't wait. And also, see, they was really feeding me. Somebody was watching our stream.
Get Armand's abilities too.
Girl, somebody was watching our stream last week, and they said, "I'm gonna just get this little nigga this just a little bit," because remember when I was saying that I wanted to see what's her name? I was about to say Madeline.
Who?
Claudia's lover.
Madeline, yeah.
Oh, it was Madeline.
Yeah.
How I wanted to see her survive, to see her become a part of Talamasca, right? Yeah. And then like, navigate that in the future. And they just gave that storyline to Daniel.
That's gonna be cute.
I'm so hyped.
Just and that's seeing the thing. Daniel's vibes in that interview too. I just know it's so chaotic. Good. I know it's chaotic. I know it's crazy. I know he's like Daniel. The thing that makes me excited about Daniel is I know he's not gonna go through this suffering that Louis had to do to accept himself.
Yeah, I don't see that for
like
Daniel.
Louis' whole arc is just like self-acceptance, which he did not master as a human, and then he struggled with as a vampire, and he finally like got there. I love his arc. But Daniel's not gonna have that problem, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe the only thing I can see is just him getting used to feeding. Like, I feel like that's just a trope that every vampire has to go through, like learning control and stuff like that. Because I feel like at most he has to have some type of battle with vampirism, right? He can't be perfect. So I see him
like withholding, restraint.
Yeah,
like
that
struggle. Yeah,
I feel like I want to see him be a very brilliant, like natural to the gift, like Claudia was. But now, since he's older, he doesn't have those battles, and the only thing he really has to get over is his control.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see, because I feel like Daniel is gonna eat these. Like when it comes to making a plan, strategy, reading niggas, I want to see Daniel right by Louis, side by side, brothers in blood. I want to see it so bad.
So who, if you had to put one couple to come out of everything, who would you want to be the couple?
Daniel and Louis.
You want Daniel and Louis together? I see them as like having a brother relationship, like the annoying little brother.
Yeah.
I feel like Louis has just taken that role for him. Like I'm your, I don't know, like when he spoke life into him as a young person, and then to see him like tell
like his
story.
mentor.
Yeah, like I feel like he always feels that way. So yeah, I feel like they have more of a bromance. So I don't know if I would put them together. I feel like I'm Loustat, honestly.
And I agree, Valley Rose. She said, I think it's important that Louis has a genuine friend, and that honestly, I felt like it was needed before. Now I do sense some form of a resolve in Louis, right? Like with all this stuff going, him making that declaration to those vampires. I feel like that would have maybe happened with or without Daniel being a vampire here. But I do like that he will have some form of stability when it comes to a relationship, you know, something that's not a love interest, somebody that's genuinely a friend.
We need that for Louis.
Yeah.
You don't have to fuck everybody.
You don't. And I mean,
you don't.
You don't. But if you
once
do,
they
you don't have to.
Once they revealed that he never did, though, that's why I was kind of pro like bromance, because I want that for Louis so bad.
Yeah, that probably. Yeah, I would have been feeling the way in present day. I'm like, well, here go another vampire for him to end up with.
They need to put a warning label on that D.
Hello, because I'm talking about side effects, bitch. This dick comes with side effects.
Include scheming, plotting, betrayal, emotional turmoil, murder, like
vampiristic, dickmatized.
We got to warn it. Louis does till I had a moment of relapse.
Because I was trying to process in my head, because Louis, even though he only has relationships with 2 people, he do be fucking. So I was like, you know, he's gonna end up with somebody at some point. I want to see solo Louis so bad. That's why I hesitated.
No, he's gonna have a single season though, I think. Yeah. Well, I was gonna ask, what do you think that whole that scene when they reconcile, they like forgave and they hugged and they grieved together, the storm brewing, do you think that was about
why you gotta be so observant? That could be foreshadowing too. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is our take? And remember,
or it could be metaphorical.
No spoilers for people who know it was coming. But what do you think is signaling what's coming? Do you think it's like very specific to them, like their romance, or do you think these 2 vampires and all the shit that has happened with Louis, and because everybody out for his ass, do you think they're saying the storm is coming for Louis, or do you think it's coming for their romance?
I don't think it's coming for their romance. The reason I said it's metaphorical just because it could be like imagery of like they're reconciling. There's this beautiful moment, but there's shit all around them. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna either hit the fan or shake the table. Hopefully, like I just don't want it to be centered around their relationship right now. We can definitely come back to it. Season 4, season 5, season 6.
Right. Yes, right now. We know Claudia prophecy is not coming true. Right.
Yes. Not right now. We can do that later.
Yeah.
I just want to see, because I mean, I love the fact that he brought up Akasha too. I definitely want there to be. I want them to dive into that so hard in this next season.
And I hope that that's the storm that's coming.
Maybe.
I hope that that's the storm they're talking about. Like,
actually, yes,
getting into shit because of something related to Louis or whatever. I want that to be the storm. I know it's a callback to like what Claudia said and people saying Lestat's a hurricane and y'all have another round of stormy romance and stuff like that. But I really do. I want to think that it's also about what's coming.
I said what I said, baby Lou.
Season 4 or 5, 12, please no. I feel like whatever Loustat we get next is going to be healthier than what we went through these past. I hope so.
Please. They have all the pieces now. They are transparent. Louis has his memories. Please, let's move forward in a way that's.
We just need to unclench.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit.
Now, I don't think we're going to. They definitely gonna make us clench up each and every season, but let it be for different reasons. We've ran the love story for 2 seasons. Let's take a break and get to another plot device, and then we can get back to it. I'll give y'all that.
No, I'm just so not ready. Oh my gosh. I mean, that was short. I hope we get 10 episodes next season. I just want 10.
That would be nice.
I feel like we need 10. This went so fast.
Is there anybody that you feel? Is there anything you feel like hasn't been resolved for you besides some of the obvious that we discussed?
That hasn't been resolved for me. I have maybe like a few things that I can't really recall it at the moment. Just things that maybe I would have wanted some payback for, but things that I maybe never get. So more so than things that aren't resolved, I feel like they're doing a good job of going. If I at this point trust that if something is left open, that they're gonna swing back around.
Oh,
Get up on the wagon.
they've made that concrete now, because I can't. There was nothing in my spirit telling me we were going to get any more type of reveal when it comes to Claudia's turning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And that's what I was gonna say. If I had one wish of what I wish I could have got, I like that Claudia had her diaries, and that was a lot of her thoughts because she wasn't here to speak her part. I just would have just loved for my own the ripped out pages. Yeah, like the ripped out pages.
Oh yes, the ripped out pages.
Like even just some of what Claudia I just need to know Claudia had a little time of happiness. That's all. I just wanna.
The ripped out pages and that damn tree. So is that tree Armand's?
Because the tree left with Armand.
Right. I'm like, what is the significance of this fucking tree? Now the rocks I can understand. Like maybe he went back and took them rocks and put them in there so he could like be grounded or so. I don't know. I feel like I can make some kind of random ass accusation about the rocks. That tree though, why is it gone?
Not you took the tree because that's petty, bitch. That's petty. Not you took the fucking tree. Like, could you imagine breaking up with somebody and they go get their fucking tree?
Nah, I give you your tree, bitch. When I break up, take everything.
Take the tree. Like, that is so fucking petty. Like, could you imagine Armand puppy dog face ass looking all sad carrying a fucking tree?
I can.
So stupid. It's like taking your dog, but it's a damn tree.
Well, it was his tree.
His tree. I mean, I guess, but he didn't like that. And Louis had it removed.
Yeah, I mean, because it did change. Like all of a sudden, there was a picture of Paul in there. All of a sudden, Claudia's dress was in there. Maybe he did it.
Emotional. That was so emotional. If it better have a big backstory because the way that bitch took it with him when he left, that is crazy. That is unhinged.
We're gonna get like halfway through season 3, and all of a sudden, Louis gonna be walking somewhere, and that tree gonna be planted somewhere.
And Armand's gonna be sitting there.
Right.
So yeah, I redecorating and added color. Yeah, I like Louis. I gotta look at that art piece. I want to know what the art piece is that he put up there. It looked like somebody like hugging somebody or laying down.
I might have missed that.
It looked like the cover of Robin Thicke CD, the first one. With Paula Pan. He walking down the street with an entire tree. Like I'm cackling thinking about this visual of Armand looking sad, walking down the damn street with this tree. Like that's crazy. That's unhinged.
It needed to happen.
His favorite color is yellow now. So yeah, anything else that in chat, if there's anything else y'all want us to address from the finale, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it again.
I mean,
there to do.
Now I'm just gonna be daydreaming about this Talamasca spinoff, and it just blows my mind.
Yeah, we're gonna get some of that.
It's wild how you can hit such a clean, concise home run. I'm talking about no shot at anybody catching that ball. It is past the stadium into the next state with Interview with the Vampire.
And here go your question.
Girl. I was just about to bring it up. Because I'm like, I'm sitting here so scared for this Talamasca spinoff because I want it so deeply, so badly, especially with everything going on. I'm scared because it's like, how do you have such polar opposite shows? I'm talking about polar opposite, not given the same level of polish at all. So I'm hoping they learned their lesson, and Talamasca is going to be. Just take the same people, take the whole crew, and shift it over to the show.
Got to work on Interview with the Vampire. Okay, Paint the Town Red is the song of this episode. Yeah, that's a good song. Talamasca is going to be very untethered to the books. Yeah, I'm scared.
I'm gonna love that too. I'm gonna love that if it's untethered to the books. Like do your own thing.
They said they heard the fan feedback on Mayfair Witches. Okay, but y'all heard it. So are y'all gonna read these fucking books or y'all gonna keep playing in our face?
That's the question.
Are y'all gonna give Lasher a better suit and a better hairline?
Wait, so you saying that the producers of
Mayfair Witches
heard the feedback? What they gonna do? Get another lead? Because that girl, she ain't nothing she could do for me. Ain't nothing that lead can do for me. I'm tired of seeing her. I'm tired of seeing her. Every show she play in, she got that same damp, thin ass hair Let me stop because that might be that's the actress's actual hair. She ain't do nothing to me. I'm just saying.
She didn't do nothing.
The aesthetic is always the same. It was the same in what was it? What's that show with Jennifer Coolidge?
Oh, see now, because now I'm trying to fight that hoe. I don't give a fuck who she is. She's supposed to fuck Lestat eventually. Cause no.
Lestat. How? How? You think Lestat gonna let that girl near him with her lackluster ass? No, she can. I mean, even Antoinette had some fire behind her.
That's what I'm saying. Bald headed hoe Antoinette got my respect.
You don't know she got my respect, but she was just a little.
That's the bald head hoe she is.
She at least was a little firecracker. Give you something for Lestat to play with. He ain't gonna do nothing with that girl. I mean, y'all talking about the books or probably whatever. Okay. Like, yeah, it might supposed to happen, but the portrayals I see on screen, it don't make sense.
The way
it don't make sense.
We can cut all this. But I hope they do take it. I hope they take it. The feedback. Okay, we need some better. We ain't got to see Lasher no more, right? He a baby now. Lasher a baby, so
he's a what? He's a baby.
Listen,
he's a baby.
Because don't get me triggered. Lasher's a fucking baby, bitch. There need to be a TikTok. Like, Lasher's a fucking baby. I don't know what to tell you. A fucking newborn.
Okay.
Like baby Jesus.
Can't wait to see how that happens.
Just giving Jesus in the manger. She fucked Lasher and gave birth to Lasher, bitch.
They said Lestat is non-discriminating. Yeah, Lestat is non-discriminating, but Lestat does not do dull.
Yeah.
That might be the one thing. That's his one ick.
I have so many intrusive thoughts. Trying to be sensitive.
No, girl, speak your mind. Say their names. Speak their mind. Speak your mind.
It's not that. It's just unnecessary jabs. But I just need better everybody. I need better chemistry. I feel like Sam is gonna be like, yeah, you ever see that clip of Michael Jackson when they was doing that We Are the World?
Mm-hmm.
And them people were singing, and Michael Jackson was looking at them. Like,
catch the note, bitch. What key are you on?
I feel like that's gonna be Sam with this cast.
We're gonna see, because if Sam gets on screen with anybody that's not serving, it's gonna be apparent. Like, that's the thing. Everybody in this show held their own. Everybody in this show delivered. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want about Claudia's accent, but she was still delivering.
She was eating.
You're right.
Find a way.
Now you get you take Mayfair Witchers. I can't even say it, bitch. You take that show and slide Sam Reed into it. Girl, you're gonna get canceled.
Are you lost, honey?
You're gonna get canceled because it's gonna be so apparent that this is just not it.
He'd be like, did Sam Reed just wander onto a set, honey? Why?
Matter of fact, did they get renewed? How many they got renewed for 8th season?
Mayfair I think they got renewed, right? Because I feel like they're all together. Like, it's all a universe. So I definitely feel like they're gonna be like kind of just together. So I don't know. But yeah, it'd be the most vanilla ass 16. Exactly. Don't do Sam Reed like that. So baby, is you lost?
They was only renewed for 1 season.
Okay. They did renew it. But I feel like they're all together. So they're trying to keep all these shows together, which is, I mean, I guess. But I feel like most of the audience who watched Mayfair Witch season one either read the books or they just came from Interview with the Vampire because it's so amazing. And for a lot of us that didn't know anything about the story, don't care about it, and just came simply for Interview with the Vampire, I mean, it's going to take a lot for me to watch it.
A lot. Again. Now, they better not pull no shit like Green Arrow on CW. Because I watched that show season after season, and it wasn't until The Flash came out, and I wasn't really into The Flash like everybody apparently was. People were going up for The Flash, and I just did not see it. So I didn't watch it. And all of a sudden, the next season, I thought I missed some shit. I'm sitting here like, what? I went back and watched the last season, then came back to this one and was like, what's going on? But turns out they progressed the story in Flash and then picked up from there in the Green. I'm like, so you going to force me to watch this fucking show?
That's kind of how like Marvel does it. Let me see if we know before we head out. Let me see if we know when Interview with the Vampire is coming to Netflix. I don't think we have. a premiere yet, and I haven't seen it pop up on my Netflix or anything like that yet. But we will, to wrap up. I mean, well, since the show is done, we did want to do maybe a debate if there is any, but I just feel like after seeing everything, there's really not a lot of debate. But if people want to come up and talk about anything they thought or defend their faves, drag others, I'm welcome. I'm open to it. We can, a lot of people say they found us when we did that last season when I said Lestat's not a monster. So we could do that, but we're definitely gonna do the vampies. So if nothing else, we're gonna crank out the vampies. That's gonna be very fun.
That's gonna be fun.
That's
I want
gonna
to see
be
these poll results. I didn't even think. I thought it was just gonna be me and you handing out awards, but I love the
No, I'm
idea of
gonna
a
do
poll.
a poll.
I do
Yeah,
love
so
that
if
idea.
y'all follow me on YouTube, be on the lookout for me to do community posts. I'll start doing some community posts with some polls and try to do it that way. I might do a few TikToks. I can go live now, so maybe I'll do a few TikTok polls as well, just kind of see what the votes are. There's a behind the scenes special coming in July. Yeah, we can watch it together, baby. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. So if there's things y'all want to watch, I know we've gotten us a little community here now. We got a little group, and it's sad to Interview with the Vampire is open, but we'll definitely try to find things. We'll watch the movie. We'll watch Queen of the Dam. We'll do our vampies. If anything comes up we want to talk about, we will. Of course, if any teasers come out, we will do that. So we'll find ways to try to hold ourselves over through the drought. Okay. Armand girly, stand up. We might have to do a stream.
No, find you a lazy boy, a sectional, a stool, a folding chair, lawn chair, and sit in it. You don't gotta stand up.
No, we're definitely Gremlin Defenders stand
No.
up. They coming out. So we're
No.
gonna definitely do that. Pookie baby angel.
Mm-mm.
That is Armand. He didn't even swing on Louis. That's my baby.
He didn't even swing.
He didn't even swing. So I love it. So anyway, we want to hear your thoughts on what is this? Oh, Queen of the Damn movie. Oh, y'all don't hear him.
Girl, I said question of the day. I said, what is that?
Oh my God. I was like, the question of the day? What's the question of the day? So yeah, we're definitely gonna watch this. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I know HBO do not play. So we're gonna more than likely just be talking about House of the Dragons. If y'all don't watch it, then that's more than likely what we're gonna spend time talking about for the next couple weeks. Of course, we're gonna fit our Interview with the Vampire content in though. So be on the lookout for it. Just make sure you're subbed to me on YouTube. That way you can catch the videos. And I know y'all are already over here on Twitch. But anything else before we go?
I think the time is pretty good because the first 2 episodes of House of Dragons, for some people, have been kind of
for me. They've been
me. I got so much to say, and I have been enjoying the developments and seeing where these characters are right now, even though I hate half of them. But I feel like episode 3 and 4 going
they usually
into
get their momentum at this point.
No so I feel like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, and then we will be disappearing probably in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
It might be DreamCon is coming up, which is a convention that I go to every year. It's like an anime convention, and so we have that coming up. So we may fall off the face of the earth for like 2 weeks, and I'm probably gonna get COVID when I get home. So might be another couple weeks. I mean, it just is what it is.
I gotta come back and work. I can't have COVID. I got stats to make.
Oh well, better mask up at DreamCon. So we'll be disappearing around the end of July to go to a con. But after that, I guess we'll see y'all then. Thanks for watching. Not the mask. And we'll catch y'all next time. Enjoy watching House of Dragons. Clutch up. Bye.
Bye.
It was. I got a question.